Kings Island is all about the rides, shows, and entertainment, but one of the most overlooked things is the shopping, which actually can be kind of fun with some original Kings Island stuff. Now, the park just announced some new items. We have some new Spirit jerseys. Let's talk about them. Hello, everybody. Alongside Don Helbig, and I'm Ryan Sir. This is Tower Topics.
Tower Topics is a podcast by Kings Island fans for Kings Island fans because that's who we are and that's who we care about.
Yeah, so Spirit jerseys, your expertise, Don. Tell us about the Spirit jerseys.
Well, these new Spirit jerseys are now available at the Kings Island Gear online store. That's where you can get a look at what they look like. And they import them on International Street. They're $79.99 each, but they look impressive. I like them.
I think they look cool too, and actually $79.99 for a Spirit jersey isn't that bad because I know I bought a Disney one for at least $100. But yeah, so they actually came out with 6 of them, and we're going to run through all of them right now. So the first one, so the Kings Island Eiffel Tower Spirit jersey. No Kings Island trip is complete without a visit to the iconic Eiffel Tower. This coral Spirit jersey embedded with sparkles throughout features the park name across the back and the Eiffel Tower in the front left. It's the perfect keepsake to remind you of all the unforgettable memories made at the park. Aww. Now, this is a bad way to lead off because the picture that we're looking at for you audio listeners, it's a coral color, purple light. None of this is a good looking shirt, but none of it screams Eiffel Tower to me. I think they could have done some more with that blue-green color, but who am I to judge? It's cool looking. All right. I'll take the next one.
We have the Beast Spirit jersey. So unleash your wild side with the Kings Island Beast Spirit jersey. This classic favorite has been reborn with a fierce slash of style, making it a must-have for any thrill seeker. I really like the back of it.
Yeah, slash of style. I see what you did there. That scrape across it with the orange lettering makes me think of the Beast. The orange and black is definitely like a Beast thing, and then with that scratch going across it, that's unmistakable. That's the word I'm looking for. So I like this one a lot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I might get that one.
All right, and then next up to tempt your taste buds is the blue ice cream Spirit jersey. So what better way to end a day at the park than with a classic blue ice cream? This cool blue sparkle Spirit jersey features the park's retro logo across the back, adorned with a soft serve wave. The left sleeve is decorated with small blue ice cream cones, adding a playful touch. Made from 100% cotton, this jersey combines comfort and nostalgic charm. This is a good looking jersey. I really like the soft serve waves, as they call them. So it's blue. It's like they're 2 shades of blue, but one's lighter than the other, and it kind of looks like a ice cream swirl. So I think that's a good representation of blue ice cream, don't you?
Yeah, I think they hit the mark with this one.
Absolutely.
All right. Next, if you're a fan of Kings Island from the 70s, this Spirit jersey is for you. And we're talking about the tie-dye Spirit jersey. So you get to add some color to your summertime wardrobe with the Kings Island tie-dye Spirit jersey. It features a vibrant pastel rainbow tie-dye design. And this colorful jersey, it's perfect for capturing those Kings Island vibes.
Yeah. All right. So the Banshee jersey says you're one of the few who have made it out to tell the tale of Banshee's terrifying wail. Is it ombre? Is that the word we're looking for?
Ombre, yeah.
Ombre is okay. This ombre Spirit jersey pays tribute to the origins of Banshee's story, featuring a clover on the front and her name across the back in a Gaelic font. Made from 100% cotton, this jersey is both stylish and a chilling reminder of your adventure. And that's a good looking jersey. So the ombre, I don't know that word. Is that the color, or is that in reference to the fact that it fades from blue to kind of an off-white?
I think it has to do with the fade. But if you know the difference, let Ryan and I know. Give us a comment here on our YouTube channel. But no, I believe it has to do with the like the fade, the way it kind of clashes those colors together.
Yeah, please let us know because we're learning here. Okay. The ombre is the blending of one color hue to another. It's mainly done. I just Googled it. So it's mainly
Okay.
like a hair thing. Okay.
I was right.
Cool.
I was right.
Yeah, you guessed correctly, sir. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Next up.
All right. We have the Mystic Timbers Spirit jersey. So it's all good in the shed with this Mystic Timbers Spirit jersey. The hunter green plaid jersey features a variety of pine trees across the front and back with Mystic Timbers printed across the back. It serves as a perfect memento of your journey through the woods and the shed with the Miami River Lumber Company. So it's made with 100% cotton. I kind of like the look of this.
I do too. Actually, I would argue that this one best represents the ride that it's supposed to represent because it's got like the plaid at the bottom, which is like a lumberjack kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's green, and green is a color of trees and evergreens and so on. And I think it's cool. I like that one.
Of the six, though, I think I like the Beast one the best.
Yeah, I could see an argument for that. That one or the Mystic one. It would be one of those two. But
Yeah.
yeah, very cool. I love the innovation. I mean, we've seen a couple of these trickle in the past where they've had some before, but now it seems like this is the complete line. So I'm glad they're doing this. I think it's really neat.
Yeah, so online at the Kings Island Gear Store, or you can get them at the Emporium on International Street.
That's right. Okay, let's move on to our listener questions. This one's from Xander. He says, "What ideas for some new merchandise do you guys have? Maybe it's something from the past you'd like to see brought back, or maybe it's something new you'd like to see. Would love to hear your thoughts." Don, what are the ideas you've had?
Well, I think I want to stick kind of with the jersey theme here, and I think Cedar Point maybe does something similar to this. But I like to see like a baseball style jersey. The button up in the front, maybe a pinstripe, but you have the on the chest you have the logo of the ride, and on the back you have the ride name, and then the number is the year that the ride debuted. So you would have the Beast on the back with 79 as the number, at least Beast logo on the front. I think something like that would be a really good seller.
That's insanity. Yeah, that's cool. They've had baseball jerseys before, but I think they were generically Kings Island branded, not for
Mm-hmm.
particular rides. So
Yeah, I would
that's
do
a
them for
really good
particular
idea.
rides.
I love like little figurines and stuff like that. I actually have 2 Eiffel Tower figurines, one for the 50th and one that they're selling now. I buy something like that from Disney every time I go down there. I would buy the heck. There's a lot of stuff that I see at Disney and even Cedar Point where I'm like, I'm so glad Kings Island doesn't have this because I would drop the money. And one example is that Cedar Point has the train set based off their train. It's like $300, and I'm like, I'm so glad Kings Island doesn't have that because I would spend the money on it. But like more stuff, like maybe like a Eiffel Tower lamp, or even like little figurines for the different rides and stuff. Like the Banshee sign would make a really good figurine, or even the Beast logo, and they could charge a pretty good amount of money. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the Banshee sign as a figurine would be in the $45 to $60 range. I would drop that. Heck, if they came out with 4 or 5 of them at a time, I'd probably buy them all at once. But I would love to see more home decor.
Yeah,
That's the most
never have enough home decor if you're a Kings Island fan, right?
That's true. I do like how they have this stuff. See, I don't really connect with Peanuts. I don't connect Peanuts with Kings Island mentally. So like they have like, Snoopy cutting boards and stuff like that, which is great. Whatever. If they had like an Eiffel or International Street cutting board, or actually wall signage, like Cedar Point has really good like wall signage. They sell it in the Breakers store, the store in Breakers. It's pretty cool. I would love to see that. But all right. So next question is from a friend of the show and a proud owner of a Tower Topics t-shirt, Mr. Jim Flugel. He said, after the merger is completed at the end of June, what is the one thing Kings Island is currently doing for the better that can be implemented at Cedar Fair parks compared to Six Flags parks? So I think what he's asking to translate is, Cedar Fair and Six Flags, a lot of talented people. One chain does one thing better, another chain does another thing better. What does Kings Island do that's standoutish amongst all the Cedar Fair parks that we'll probably see implemented chain wide? Can you think of
I think
anything like that?
operations.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's operations to me. Kings Island is and has been, going back to 1972, one of the best parks in the industry when it comes to its operations. Just very well done. Now there are some other Cedar Fair parks that do very well with operations. There's some Six Flags parks that do very well with operations. There's some on both sides that need to improve a little bit there. We're talking about when you go to some parks and it's one train operation.
Mhm.
You see two trains sitting off to the side, one train operation, you know, an hour wait. Those are the
Yeah.
kind of things that I think, when you're talking about what brings, yes, back to a park, again and again and again, it really at the end of the day comes down to operations.
Oh yeah.
So I think, you can have the best rides, but if you're one on one train, that's going to frustrate guests. So to me, I think that's the one thing that Kings Island has consistently over the years done better than just about every other park out there, is its operations. So that's something I'd like to see implemented across the chains.
Yeah, I agree. And another testament to, and I made the same argument about trees in the park. And nobody in their right mind would say if they add more trees, they'll sell more tickets. But I think that if they have more shade and stuff like that, the impression people will get coming out of the park will not be that it was hot and the sun was blazing down, and it'll be the same thing with operations. No one's going to buy, oh, they're running two trains on this ride now, okay, I'm going to buy a season pass then. But when they go there and they're only waiting 15 minutes instead of 45 minutes, that's going to create a better experience. And I think that a lot of parks, thank God Kings Island never really has, but you get a lot of parks that fall into that trap of, we'll run two trains on Saturday, but every other day we'll just run one. Because a station wait for one train can be 10, 15 minutes sometimes, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Well, I've been to some parks, and I'm not going to say which ones between the two chains that, you know, they have three trains and they're running one.
Yeah.
And that's been on a pretty busy day, so I think you'd like to see that change and have every park, if every park could be as efficient as Kings Island, and I'm going to go, Six Flags Fiesta Texas is another one that does an outstanding job with its operations. If every park could be like those, then I think that would really add to the guest experience, and you'd get, more repeat visitors to those parks year after year because everyone went there and had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Great question, Jim, and enjoy your Tower Topics t-shirt. Hey, I'm Ryan Sir along with Don Helbig, and this is Tower Topics.